What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to Sideline Sports. It's been about 2 weeks. I took a week off, got sick the very next week, wasn't able to really talk. Now I'm back. Niners Monday. Hit the like, hit the subscribe. Let's get on in. Let's start talking 49er football. A couple of issues I want to talk about. Number one is the wide receiver spot. And I want to talk a little bit about that because the news is that Brandon Ayuk will be back sooner than projected. We all thought he was going to be back around the end of October, I think was a fair assumption, maybe beginning of November. I think he's going to be back closer to the beginning of October, not so much September. If he's ready for the first game of the season, I will be very much surprised. But we need Brandon Ayuk back from 2 years ago. We need a guy that's going to come out there and just work, run the routes, catch footballs. No more diva bullshit. Just get out there and play football the way we know Brandon Ayuk can play football. I want him to want to be on this 49er team. I want him to want to play for the Niners and want to play football. If he doesn't, then that's going to be a big problem for the 49ers. He got his contract, and he still kind of looked like he wasn't ready to play football for the 49ers last year, and the injury happened. So let's just hope that now, maybe, just maybe, once all this is behind him, his injury is good to go, and he's on the field, that we get the Brandon Ayuk we all want. Parcell is hurt again, and that's a big problem because Parcell is injury prone to no end. He finished last season very, very strong at the wide receiver position, but in year two, he's got a hamstring injury he's kind of working through right now. He wasn't in minicamp. No big deal. Minicamp is only like a couple of weeks long before training camp ramps up into July. Then we can start getting into the meat and potatoes of what this team really, really looks like, guys. So right now we're looking at Jennings and Parcell, with Cowing being the number 3 guy at the wide receiver spot until Brandon Ayuk comes back. If Brandon Ayuk comes back early, fantastic. Our wide receiver core is looking a hell of a lot better than it did before that. Christian McCaffrey news, all right? Let's run to the running backs now. Running back, Christian McCaffrey, Isaac Guerrero, 2 guys we need to see just dominate 49er backfield this year. We want to see Isaac Guerrero take some snaps off of Christian McCaffrey's plate. Christian McCaffrey says he's over all the injuries, he's healthy, he's 100% good to go. Will he be that guy that he was 2 years ago? Very hard to say, but I will tell you this. I believe Christian McCaffrey will be back 90% of his old self at the very minimum. I really believe that, guys. And so if not, that could be a little bit of trouble. But how do we preserve Christian McCaffrey? Well, let's dial back his snaps a little bit. He ran the football an awful lot for the 49ers so far, guys. Let's get Isaac Guerrero involved. Now, Isaac Guerrero coming into year 2 off of his rookie year. The guy's got power. He's got muscle. He's got speed. He's got a mental acuity for the game. Isaac Guerrero is the guy we need to watch for because he's going to take another step forward. There's no doubt. I reported about him last year in training camp as a rookie. I think he's going to get better. I think if he stays away from the injury, he will be a fantastic backup for Christian McCaffrey. And those two as a tandem are going to be a very, very dangerous backfield to face for other teams. No doubt about it. No doubt about it in my mind. So those 2 guys, we need them to step up. We need them to actually, and I mean, really, I'm talking about Isaac Guerrero stepping up and taking another step forward. The guy can be completely awesome. He's versatile. He could be a kick returner. He could also be a tight end, honestly. But if he's at the running back position, that can be a very, very dangerous backfield for other teams to face, guys. So I'm very excited to see this team come together. The injuries are past us. Last year was horrible, snake-bitten year where everybody was hurt. You know, Purdy had kind of a little bit of an off year, if you want to call it, but he had nobody. All of his offense was basically hurt. Every game there was somebody hurt, guys. Every game there was somebody hurt, and it was for multiple games. It was not good. Expect with the Niners schedule this year, expect them to come out and win a lot of games this year, guys. I think they're going to win a lot of games. So with that offense and George Kittle coming back, guys, that is a potent offense right there. As usual, they're going to put up numbers. There's no doubt in my mind with Kyle Shanahan calling the plays that there is going to be a lot of scoring going on for this Niner team. I'm super excited to see all of it. The question is, can the defense step up? And I think that's an emphatic yes, because now we got Robert Saleh back. And when you got Robert Saleh back, your defense is going to be damn near unstoppable. I really believe it. I think that's going to help Nick Bosa, who I've been critical of over the last few years. I don't think he's been as good as he could be. But then again, maybe he's not getting the support. I don't know if it's the change of the defensive coordinators constantly. Maybe it's the plays that are drawn up, the scheme, the defensive schemes, whatever it is. He's been struggling. I don't want to blame him. I don't want to say it's him. He gets a lot of sacks in garbage time lately, guys, but he doesn't get a lot of sacks when it counts the most. So the question is, are we going to see Nick Bosa step up? And with Huff on the other side now that we recently traded for from Philadelphia, there's a good chance that less pressure is going to be on Nick Bosa, and maybe he'll get in and he'll get some more quarterback sacks, impact the game a little bit more. Our rookie, number 11 overall pick, going to be shifted towards the middle, most likely to stop that run attack that has been killing us for the last 2 years. I'm quite surprised other teams haven't hit on that even more, because when you see how easy it is to run on the Niner defense, man, if I was a coach of any other team, I would be running that ball every play. I don't give a shit. I would just keep running it because there's no stopping it. The Niners couldn't do it, and teams just weren't doing that as much as I expected them to. Thankfully, as a Niner fan, they didn't do that. But bottom line, guys, I think that this defense is going to be great. It's a matter of if the corners can step up, because we don't have a whole lot of depth and talent at the corner position. So I don't want those corners to get burnt. And the only way for that not to happen is for pressure on the quarterback, which we don't get. So if the Niners can get pressure on the quarterback and give that quarterback a little bit of fear and have to throw that ball a few seconds earlier, that's going to work miracles for the rest of the defense. Okay, guys? And that's where I think the corners really need the help. So that's where it's all going to come down to. Is the defensive line going to get pressure on that quarterback or not? If not, then they're going to be really giving up a lot of points. And even if the Niners score 30 points a game, it's still going to end up being a close game, which we don't want. So let's hope. Sorry about the cough. Still getting over that. Let's hope that the Niners get a little bit better at the pass rush. My other concern besides the cornerback is obviously the offensive line. So the offensive line is a cause for concern for me. Why? Because they just signed Brock Purdy to one of the largest contracts in NFL history, and yet they're not protecting him like such. Look at Tom Brady in his career. They were always protecting him with the best offensive lineman. Very sorry, guys. Best offensive lineman. I don't see that with the Niners. I don't see that with Brock Purdy, and I hope he stays upright. Because without him, we're definitely back to square one, guys. We just are. So let's hope the Niners know what they're doing with the offensive line. They've never historically gone after offensive linemen. I think that's a bad thing. I think they really need to start focusing on the offensive line a hell of a lot more than they have in the past. And between now and the beginning of the year, I hope they pick up a guy. I don't know if they will. Let's see what happens in training camp. It starts at the end of July. Say hi to John. It starts at the end of July, and we're going to pick up episodes about the 49ers a heck of a lot more here, too, when that happens. Right now, it's kind of quiet. As far as minicamp goes, Isaac Garendo showed up, and he did very well. The rookie class showed up and did very well. But what does that really mean? Not a whole lot. When it comes to minicamps, guys, it's only a week or two long. It's not really a big enough sample size to say, this is what we're going to get out of these guys. We just don't know. And Godzilla. So let's hope that we see something more in training camp where we can talk a little bit about an exciting 49ers year. Guys out there, you should be excited about this Niner team. The schedule is a very, very soft schedule for the Niners. It's advantageous, I will say, a better way of putting it. And I would say that everybody should be excited for the Niners this year, probably making another playoff appearance and maybe going deep in the playoffs if they can put it all together in a timely manner. It's not a rebuild, guys. They've got lots of talent still on this team that can take them very, very far. So anybody out there calling this a rebuild, it's not. Call it semi-rebuild, call it whatever you want. I don't know, but it's not a rebuild. And if you're a good enough team, if you're a well-organized team, if the organization runs the team properly, I want to say, then you really never have to do a full rebuild. You never really have to do a full rebuild. So let's hope that what we see on paper transitions to a really great year out there. Guys, I'm excited about football. I do a lot of Niner football, I do a lot of Warrior stuff. I've backed off on baseball a little bit because there's just too much to report on. And to be honest, I am a huge baseball guy. I'm an A's fan first. Back there, I'm also a Giants fan. But baseball's changed in a way, and I don't want to sound like the old guy yelling at "get off my lawn" kind of thing, because I can't do that. But it's just a different game for me than when I was a kid, and so it's harder for me to get excited about it. I'm trying to get more excited about it lately. When you're an A's fan, it's really hard to get excited about baseball. But the Giants have been making moves. They're doing good things. I think that they're going to be a contender, serious contender, next year and the year after for sure. But next year, starting in the next year, is when they really are going to take off, I believe. And we'll talk a little bit more of that on Friday, okay? We're not going to completely shut baseball out, but we'll talk a little bit more on Friday. But between now and then, guys, thank you for watching. Thank you for your support. Don't forget to hit the like. Don't forget to subscribe. Support my channel. And, hey, hard work beats talent when talent don't work. So I'll keep working for you. You keep watching. See you in the next one, guys.